huge headache actually to prevent the run at you.
You know, Shadow Realm has a weird interaction with Monkey King. She doesn't take damage from Boundless Strike
Interesting.
because it is considered an auto attack,
And she's unattackable or something like that. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
but she still gets stunned by it.
I'll try to remember that one for my next ability draft game.
Yep.
I remember seeing Liquid, like every time Weehaw was on TA or Windranger, that team like looked really good. So I'm kind of hyped to see some Weehaw TA here.
The one thing I'm worried about is Alliance. Mickey's hero. Liquid banned out the Mickey Troll, the Morphling already. Those are probably a staple like hard carries right now. I think it's a really hard anti-mage game, so I'm interested to see what Alliance is going to pick for him. I think this could be a decent Arc Warden game maybe if they play it and they put the Death Prophet in the side lane. Or an Alchemist on last pick.
Oh, dude! Now they can do the heat-seeking missile. You summon the hawk, the lifestealer in Fess, and then you can just like start all chatting, and then he'll just pop out from invisibility. It'll be really sick.
Too bad you can't control the Hawk anymore.
It's better this way because it's like more interesting. You know, it's like you gotta plan ahead. Then it's like you're getting a rocket snipe from across the map or something.
Just go all in, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Be like psychic, feel him out.
I thought Alchemist, but I was not actually sold on it this game in particular.
Really? Why?
I think Leicester and TA both match up really well against it. If TA gets a good lane, he can kind of push the lane into the Death Prophet and then trap the Alchemist jungle. And then once the jungle is trapped, this Alch might get slowed, ganked. They're just gonna have vision on him farming these camps, and it might slow his game down enough that he's not gonna be able to be tanky enough to live through a roar.
If there was no Oracle, I would be kind of scared for this Alchemist because there's a lot of damage coming from Liquid side. But all the Liquid heroes, they're kind of single target, so Alchemist might have a good game with the Oracle ulti on it.
He feels kind of covered too, with like Dark Willow, Axe, Elk. It's like whichever core gets gone on, whether it's Death Prophet or Elk, they can cover that guy with Oracle, and the other 2 or 3 heroes can back him up. Maybe.
Yeah, can counter gank with the Axe core.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Lifestealer's obviously gonna be a little bit harder to stop.
Yeah, I feel like Lifestealer feels very bad when his rage gets kited, and I think Alliance has the tools to kite the rage.
With that said, they've got global silence, so everything we just said is nullified when that gets popped as the fight starts.
Yeah, that's
so
kind of what I'm worried about. This Alch, is trying to frontline, and then they blink echo, they global, they burst this Alch, and then the team fight's gonna be kind of broken up into where a situation where Alliance needs to back, and they can't because I think Liquid's chase is really good. They have bore slows, they have open wounds, they have traps, they have fissures. So
I think for the first 5 seconds, 6 seconds of the team fight, Liquid needs to do some heavy damage to Alliance side. Otherwise, as the team fight drags on, it's not gonna be ending up well for Liquid.
everyone has tipped Miracle, I believe.
yeah,
So
they had a coordinated tip. Did you hear that?
yeah, it was all at the.
Except for Koikva, he was slow. Probably busy standing in the mid lane. Yeah, there he is.
They probably said, "Oh, at 52 guys, everyone tipped Miracle."
Yeah, exactly.
So he's gonna be.
Oh, with a fake ward. Just kidding. He's gonna go here, check to see if the enemy ward is there. If there's vision, this tower would attack when he stands there. It's an easy way to check for an easy D ward if there's observer wards anywhere like here.
So Miracle's gonna be grateful for those 2 battle pass levels.
It's true.
It looks like just a standard 2/2 bounty rune, unless Miracle can pull off something special here.
Dude, he might steal it actually. Oh,
Will he go for
go
it?
for it.
Nah, he doesn't go for it.
Yeah, 2 for 2
A little
bounties.
expensive, but
So Mind Control is gonna be bot lane with this Beastmaster, matching up against the Alchemist. This lane, I've seen it go fairly well for the Alchemist. I think usually, well, if he gets this early chainmail, this Beastmaster's damage goes down by a lot.
there's gonna be 3 heroes though.
Yeah.
So Crows in the lane, or Shaker potentially could give them more chase. But until Beast hits 3, their disable's not the best.
This was a popular thing to do early game when there's a Lifestealer or Juggernaut. Just put him solo in the safe lane with the Quelling Blade. He's gonna CS a lot, and you just go tri-lane against the enemy carry. He's gonna suffer like this.
Mekkei's getting dominated here by these blocks.
He took so much damage.
Insania does have a side for him, bro.
It's true, but damn, dude, that sucks. He
Yeah,
he
there's a
don't want
lot
to
of
use.
damage.
He should have probably just used the extra tango maybe to get past a little faster, but was
It
rough,
feels bad to use that so early.
I
This
suppose.
mid lane, I think if Weehaw owns this lane, it could be really hard for Alliance to make a comeback. I think Koifa plays this matchup a lot because when TA used to be really good, I think they still pick Death Prophet for it. It's like a counter, so he's experienced in this matchup, so I like to see how it goes for him.
Dude, every slash is hitting. Taking some spirit back though.
But on the other side, yeah, Weehaw is known for this TA at this point. They almost won the last major with it. They first pick it every game it was unbanned, and I think they won almost every single game with it, so looking forward to see what he can do this game.
It's last hitting pretty well under tower and everything. Missing only a few.
Why'd you have to say that?
Sometimes you just gotta caster curse him, dude. Every last hit you miss, it's a caster's cursing you too.
Ooh, the bot lane. They're going on Archimist here. It's getting dangerously low.
Yeah,
Will
but Dark
Taiga
Willow
go
might be the
down?
one. I think Taiga is going to go down. I don't know if they can
He does have the fair fire and 3 stick charges ready.
almost. He's alive.
Yo, that was,
Everyone's so low.
that was a value fortunes and hitting 2 heroes. It's pretty good. I guess the typical AoE, right?
Yeah, oh, a nice regen for Koifa, going to heal up. Weehaw has to use a salve to do the same thing. You know, lane's going fairly even. A slight advantage for Koifa at this point.
Yo, Axe has a lot of last hits here.
Yeah, he's been cutting the wave, pressuring this lifestealer.
And Alliance blocked the level 5 camp, so Lifestealer cannot farm as much as the Axe.
Where's that chainmail you're talking about?
Sometimes you're a little too low for the chainmail to matter, though.
Oh, it looks like it will matter.
It has mattered. Make a 1 tango left here. It's gonna bring out a salve. Getting pressured a lot. Almost out of mana for Oracle too, so I mean, I guess everybody's really low. Somebody needs to die. It really sucks when this happens, actually, where like both teams are just playing safe enough where it gets slow.
Yeah, Chicken did come with a lot of regen for bottom lane.
Oh!
So low.
Did he lose a salve?
I
Was
think
that
so?
it? That was a salve, right? Because he's still got one here, and the courier just came. So GH must have interrupted it, I assume.
No,
Good.
no, Zarv is in his back.
Are you sure it's not another one?
I think he bought a new one.
Yep. It was just the 2 tangos for those supports.
Oh, okay.
So the nice thing about Alchemist, though, is once you hit 3 or 4, you can just jungle and come back into the game. So, you know, having this kind of rough lane isn't that big of a deal. But the fact they're tri-laning him and he's having a rough lane is the bigger deal, I think.
Well, he's about to get level 3 at least. See how things go. Double null is ready mid. It's pretty equal. 19-2, 18-3.
If GH gets a good rune bottom, he might gank mid with it. Let's see what he gets.
No
Nothing.
rune. Okay.
There's a DD top for Death Prophet, so his lane's going to feel nice.
Surely GH doesn't get this choreo.
I was scared, dude. What are they doing? Are they trying to find where he is, I guess?
They're trying to not get it killed.
Yeah, he's
I
not gonna
guess.
get it.
Axe 44 last hits now, inflating from the small camp here. Camp must have spawned. Oh, I see. So yeah, they de-warded. Brought a sentry up for Miracle and cuts the other sentry away.
He almost has a full Vanguard. He actually might have a
Ooh.
full Vanguard.
Mid.
They're going to go and Kroki bot. Just a little harass.
That's pretty
Taiga.
bad for
He
Taiga,
does have
actually.
Shadow Round, but
He has
no
no
TP.
It's only going to buy him 5 seconds, though.
He's dead.
Oh!
That's gonna lead
Dang
them to getting the bounty runes.
Yeah, that's really rough.
One less member for the Alliance tri lane, so Liquid's gonna get those bounty runes.
At the same time, though, Box is going to get both banner runes top.
Or will he?
He's saving it. He's letting it, you know,
Going for a
ferment.
bottle, maybe?
It's one of those moments where the other team just predicts that he's gonna get both, so he can get it later.
Yeah. Save a little bit of time. It's more important to wait.
Mickey almost level 4, but almost dead at the same time. Nice
Good
push from
dispo.
the Oracle's actually going to let him live here. And
Will
now they're going
GH
to
die here?
turn on the Earthshaker.
It looks like he's gonna die with his.
Nice fissure. He lost the vision of the Shaker.
And there's a lot of action happening at bottom lane, but not a lot of people are going down.
I mean, most of these heroes are kind of defensive in nature a little bit. Like, obviously Alchemist doesn't have a spell either, so he's more or less just a vulnerable guy.
Yeah.
And then Silencer does some nukes. Beastmaster's kind of a slow chaser. The Fissure is like, you're fissuring, but that's it. So it's kind of a weird try versus try, actually.
Mid lane looks like kind of dead even too on both the CS and the network.
Yeah. I'm sure both guys are relatively happy.
Did Koifa skip ult, or is he saving a point?
He did.
Oh, he skips. Okay.
Damage too low.
Too bad he can't deny that.
Bottom. Is Mickey gonna go down? Yeah, he went down.
Weeha's gonna get pressured a lot. He's not gonna chase.
Okay, wasn't sure. Oh, he wants to eat that ward. He's gonna get it.
Yeah, he has tangos.
I don't know if he sees it just yet. It's gotta push the wave.
I think you should see it from your high ground. Koifa.
It's kind of scary.
This lane's so scary, man.
And yoink. I was gonna say, aren't you gonna eat that, dude? Looks like GH gonna
so
go down.
low.
Does get cleaned up. Okay. Some stuff happened here.
Yeah. Mid, like, it looks close, but none of these heroes can solo kill each other, I think. DP and TA.
Unless somebody makes a mistake, probably. At this point, TA is just harassing with psionic traps to try to get some regen trade here. Because it kind of makes sense to max the Spirit Siphon, right? You get extra charges, and it's giving him, like, he just burns half of TA's health every time he goes for the trade.
Yeah. He also, the slow is increased, so the trap difference is, like, not too big anymore. So, it's nice.
Another fight coming bottom. Fissure to the Bramble Maze. GH going to be stunned now for
So
a
much
while.
damage. Insane going to go down to the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster's even turning on the Alchemist. He's going to go down. His armor's so low.
The slow is
He's
the
going to
big
try
thing.
to walk it out, but no, 2 more hits. He's going to draw. Taiga, does he have Shadow Realm? He does. So he's going to be able to walk it off too, I think. So they might try to turn it on the Beastmaster. First crown. If he gets 1 hit off into a Purifying Flames, nice.
Oh, he's going to live here too.
I think Kuroki should be able to walk it off.
No, he's dead actually. Oh, that cancel. Yeah, he's got the stick. Yeah. He'll be okay.
If they have Vision, nice Fissure by GH. He's going to save his buddy.
He probably didn't have him anyway spotted, but my edge pan is turned off. How am I going to live life, guys? It's over.
If you compare the CS and the net worth, Lifestealer is behind on the X on the CS, but on the net worth, because of the Midas, he's quite ahead.
Well, we can't talk about net worth. It's not 10 minutes yet, man.
Oh, nice wand. Lifestealer's going to make the dunk useless.
Quick knows what's up, dude. Just stand under the tower. Glyph gets popped. Head over, push the creep wave. Lifesteal up at 20. If they can get that tower heavily damaged or killed here, it'd be huge.
At the same time, though, I think Dyer's going to try to pressure this bottom tower as Mickey is bending his lane. It's too hard for him. He's gone to the jungle / mid lane.
I mean, how does Axe even die here? With
He's a
Vanguard
full
picked up,
Vanguard,
he can
yeah.
just block like the boar damage 50% of the time. Ooh, is that a kill? The heal should offset the battle
Yeah,
hunger, so.
Lifestealer's TPing back top. Quifa's ult's going to run out soon, so the towers took a lot of damage, but it didn't go down in the end.
What's your guys' favorite DP spirit?
Spirit?
There's a lot of good ones. There's like a shark,
I think I have a nice
butterflies.
fish one.
Oh, the fish one? Are you sure it's not a shark?
It might be a shark. I think I just have fish.
Really?
Maybe there is a shark one, but I just have the chill fish one.
Maybe there. I'd just be a little surprised.
I did
fish
switch
is-
to the butterfly one though to
Okay.
match with my immortals.
Okay. I just feel like ghost fish aren't very scary. You know, it's like what a bunch of trout or something.
Yeah, I
They
think
look
it's a- I think
stupid
it's
with
just
their mouths
trout.
open.
They're just kind of flying.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
Have you ever been swarmed by trout?
Never, believe it or not.
Febby, what about you?
I don't know actually.
What about
You can't see
the
underwater,
first
right?
week of boot camp? Weren't we? You were there, right?
Was I there? I don't remember.
I don't
Was this like
remember.
a bonding moment? You guys just like jumped in a lake full of
Trout?
trout? And
They were ghost
Oh,
trout, but
Alliance got 3
Damn.
boundaries.
oh, that's actually awesome for 10
With
minutes.
Archimist.
Yeah.
Insania's going to trade his life for the bounties, but you're a support. You're a 5. Gold for your carry. Call that a win.
But he lost to intelligence. Is that worth it?
Yes.
But you're only saying that because
I'm a
you're the
carry player,
mid
so
I was
yeah.
like, there was no question in your mind. You're like, obviously, dude. Nothing else mattered. Mid tower killed, by the way.
Yeah, TA, the game is really, really nice. He's underfarmed compared to the Axe, I think. If we would know the net worth at 10 minutes.
That was a good fissure by GH. Got all 3 CS. Now,
No Manafort.
was that worth it?
What are the net worths looking like?
Oh, thank God. I definitely was going to go another 2 minutes at least. They look pretty damn normal, but you know, now you've saved me.
This
So
TA
thank
is
you.
actually less farm than I thought she would be.
Net worth-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This lifestealer though, this guy's killing it.
So like basically the difference was like they had this like 1v1 with neutral kills. So they got tons of farm, and then everybody else is like a normal level. That's kind of what it looks like to me. And then Alchemist is only ahead a little bit because he's Alchemist.
Yeah, but look at this.
About to get
Stacks.
fat. Where's GH to rescue this? God, there's actually so many. Who stacked all this? Oh, that's right. I can check literally Dark Willow, Dark Willow. It's literally all
There's
Dark Willow.
So he has almost half his radiance done at a decentish time. So that lane bot isn't really gonna matter much to him. He's gonna kill them before the 12 minutes, so he's even gonna farm the 12-minute double camp as well if he really wants to.
That's sick, dude.
Look at that one wolf. That's just not aggro.
Oh, the new skeletons, dude. Very wise for him not to kill the Dark Troll to give him the second spawn. This felt good to watch. I don't know about you guys, but it's a good time. Taiga on
Very
the top lane.
satisfying. Taiga's gonna solo kill both supports, be the king of Dota. Alright, never mind.
If Earthshaker's not there, 100% that's a solo kill. Maybe. He's got a 9 stick, but I feel like he does this almost every game. Definitely didn't happen last game, but typically he does.
In the games that are more even.
Miracle moving in to try to contest some potential stacks, but they are long gone. Alchemist is real close to his relic. So it's a little bit slow, but not terrible.
This guy caught up really well. That lane bot, I think, was going to be really scary for Alliance if they didn't get those stacks in, but there's no boxy axe to steal the Alchemist stack, so...
There comes Miracle from behind, looking for Insania. He knows that was such a good play by
close.
the Fortune's End.
He's going to get his ult off nice, but because he doesn't ult the Koifa, so Koifa's going to go down.
Quickfoe is dead though, right?
Maybe if he got false promised, and then he got all the siphons off, he could have lived.
So what Insania did was he did the Fortune's End channel on yourself. That way when Global Silence hits, it dispels you. He either did that or he just broke open
He was trying
wounds right
to
away.
break open wounds, but he did charge it a little, I think.
I don't think it caught. I think he used it early.
He broke it early. He like moved. I think
Yeah.
he was too scared to try to hold it for the global.
It's a lot of physical damage. It was kind of a cool rotation that Miracle did there. Goes in from, he was basically dealing with tri-camp, so that Alchemist had to farm somewhere else, and then as a result, just swings in from behind and forces a bad reaction.
Yeah, so false promise cooldown now for 70 seconds, so Alliance cores have to be a little careful, but no global means they can kind of save themselves as well. Don't dive, there's a trap, Koifa. Okay.
This is a bit scary for Liquid though. They do have Beastmaster, but they didn't take down any of the tower. Only the tier 1 mid tower.
It's a
Good
little
thing he
greedy.
didn't buy the relic.
Somebody had a hotkey or something. Maybe like, because he could have ran it this way, I think, and kept it alive, but they ran it back. Anyways, fight happening. Mid-Silencer finally going to get picked off. Boxy blinking in aggressively. He is the farmed hero on his team, that's
He's
for
a
sure.
little trap though behind the tower. Nice call on the TA, they're going to try to go on him. GH is going to catch him off. Right side of the fight, on the left side of the fight, Miracle's going on all the supports. Boxy's going to get echoed on the right and just go down for free.
Okay.
Miracle trying to chase it up, but he's just going to get Curd Crown, stunned, take a smack.
He's doing such a good job, though. Like, you don't really see Lifestealer as the epicenter of pushes and fights, typically, but he's been in, like, all the major engagements here. It's like he's taking his net worth, and he is, like, the hero that's really effective against theirs, actually. Like, against Dark Willow, he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
He can rage through roots. It's like the one busted thing about Lifestealer right now.
he's not going the greedy build, the like Midas Radiance, and then either Solar Crest or AC, this greedy, you AFK till 15-20 minutes when you have this Radiance. He's going Midas, Armlet, S and Y.
Yeah, he wants to play fast tempo against the Alchemist.
What works good against all of them is the other really important thing, I think.
The problem is that Liquid's not hitting any towers right now.
Tries to fight for the bounty. They end up getting 3. Like, if you go Armlet build, though, against, like, Alchemist or against Axe, he actually does an impressive amount of damage. Same against Death Prophet. It's 3 heroes that are high HP. Increasing his armor and damage is good. That is looking like a dead hero. Any Insania?
A misclick from Insania, a rare one.
He was not going to make that anyways. I mean, the range is kind of slow. Did they see it, though?
I think they saw because of the voice lines. So actually, that might be bad because it's revealing the ward on the cliff if Alliance is paying attention to the voice lines. Oh wait, that's the Alliance ward. So
Oh, this ward here spotted.
that
Sorry.
ward, yeah, sorry. So if Alliance is kind of keeping up, you might know that they.
Oh,
there's a
the
ward.
deny!
Nice deny by Box.
That was sick. And Insania already had the Fortune Sign ready to go. That way he could instantly dispel the open wounds if needed. Either way, Liquid doing pretty well. 2k gold up here. Blink Dagger's already up for GH as well. Enough steals have happened. Radiance is up. He's going straight into AC, which is a good way to keep himself survivable against Lifestealer and TA, right?
Yeah, even Beastmaster.
That's true.
Beastmaster likes to go Medallion or Solar. So the more armor you have this game is really good. I think he could even maybe argue for Alchemist buying a Medallion or even a Shiva's or Lotus at some point.
Like a second armor item?
Yeah,
right
I don't
away.
think the AC is going to be enough. It's only 15 armor.
What about like Armlet? Armlet kind of fell out of fashion on Alch. It used to be like the item you buy before Radiance. Would you ever get that? Would you ever go Armlet instead like you used to for another Alch item?
I think if you want to play fast tempo like they want to right now against the Alchemist, I think it can be okay.
It's okay. People moved away from it. It used to be the build where they would go like boots Armlet into a Radiance, and then they have a stronger early game. People moved away because people that thought they're going on a TA, but a nice Global Science might stop the Culling Blade from happening. But he's still getting chased down with the Spirit Siphon. Oh, Crypt Storm's just
he
gonna
lived
hit.
9 HP. Oh no! Oh, good save!
Get it off.
Oh, he almost saved himself.
He's gonna stun himself in the Alch as well. Koifa's gonna go down. He gets a Yule's up, but is he gonna live? No, he's gonna
Weeha's
die.
gonna go down at least. That buys him a second. Taiga now healing, but he's getting
Boxy's
focused.
seeing a reinitiate. Nice call on 2, but there's no more follow-up. Mick is gonna get chased down as well. And 2, 3. Oh man,
that Echo Slam was so good. I mean, they committed a little hard on Weeha there, and Liquid got there plenty in time and just had a great team fight. The Global Silence just completely prevented everything from being useful. And the fact that TA was able to turn, come back into the fight, made it really hard.
They roared the Oracle, and then they tried to burst him down at the start of the fight. And he barely lived, and I don't think he either didn't have ult or he didn't want to use it on himself.
I
So he tried to get the Fate's Edict on himself before the Echo hit, and the projectiles were just a little too fast for him. Mind Control gives a freebie, but
well, now Insania can buy
I don't think that's enough of a consolation prize for what Alliance just lost.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. Not only did they lose a big team fight, which was, I mean, there's a 6k gold advantage on Liquid side, but also the shrines will go. So, pretty rough. And only a chainmail on Alchemist, actually, for that fight. Maybe it would have helped a little bit, but yeah, big Echo Slam by GH. That was probably the big fight decider there, because it secured the Insania kill, where otherwise Insania wouldn't have died. He would have gotten his ulti off on Alchemist or Death Prophet or somebody. If Death Prophet stays alive for an extra 7 seconds, gets the double heal, yeah, the game is very different.
So Koifa is the one going solar, and they're going to try to call this silencer and kill him. He's kind of far out. He's just going to go. Well, GH reveals his position, so they might try to turn this on Liquid now that they know they're all here. They're going to TP 2 heroes bot, kind of loosen up their control of the map. And if Alliance sticks around, this could go pretty bad for them. I don't think they're in a good condition to fight right now. So they're going to kind of retreat.
They do still have false promise at least, but Zenio is spending his hard-earned kill on more wards. Oh, he's going for auction damage this game. Which, what do you think about this? I mean, he's against like right-click counters basically, like heroes that are better at right-clicking than he is. Do you think it's better to go old Alchemist build this game? Do you think make his
I think he
right
might
thing?
just go the stun because he needs to fight now. Boxy's gonna get gone on bot. So much damage. This Lifestealer hits so hard. He's so active.
He doesn't even have Deso yet either.
He's not even going Deso. He's gonna go AC to counter the Alchemist's AC.
Okay.
They spot him out with the Radiance ward, and the Roar was not close enough, I think. There's a Yules on the left side of the fight. Call's gonna hit on the Earthshaker. They need to burst him before the Echo. I think they are going to be able to. No global. Koifa get full promise really early in the fight. They're fighting on the Shrine. This could be really good for Alliance if they can get the Lifestealer and the Beastmaster, but there's a Roar on the Death Prophet.
Ooh, and there's going to be a follow-up stun here.
Beastmaster should go down here. I don't think they have the chance to save him. Nice.
Bounty runes are up. Any instant TPs top?
There's an instant TP top for Miracle. Gonna get the safe bounty. So a 3-for-1 bounty split, I believe.
Yeah, looks like it.
Not great for Liquid. They're 2-for-0, but at the same time, they still get all the bounties. They get the tower. They rotate all of Alliance's hero to the bot lane.
Not terrible considering the case. So good ulti gets off, but it doesn't seem like it's going to matter.
Nice call is going to try to save the Alch. But he's silenced. He's going to stun himself.
That's not going to stop his damage. That's physical, baby. Goes through T8, going
We
up
got
on top of him. Oh, the miss.
He missed the meld. He walks away.
Oh, huge ulti. He's got to stay alive against. Oh, it's just too much damage.
The Deso, still from the TA.
Insania on
Taiga, no
cooldown.
shadow. Oh, he does have the shadow roam. He's going to be able to TP out.
No Earthshaker Fissure, so gets the
And
snag.
Insania.
Okay, well, could have been worse.
Yeah, the Alk almost lived. He bought a lot of time for his team. Luckily, they missed them out, so he was able to live a lot longer than he probably should have. But Miracle just, eats him.
Alk having some major health damage issues. Like, he won stable concoction damage. He didn't get the health talent. He doesn't have any bracers this game because he skipped those. Maybe an extra 400 health would have kept him alive there against Miracle.
I think he's still going to go the cleave talent and the damage talent if he gets there.
Okay.
I think the only talent he's going to want to change this game is his 10 talent, the unstable concoction. Normally you go attack speed to just buff up your attack speed, buff up your farm. You feel stronger, but I think in a game like this where you're like constantly fighting, you're a little lacking on stuns. Most of their stuns is, call from the axe, and some of Willow's, like, Curse Crown and Terrorize and these kind of things. Having this extra control on your carry I think that's like the only way they're going to win this fight. Getting 2 stuns in a row and killing 2 heroes in a row.
Gotcha.
So if they can catch this Miracle Lifestealer bot,
he
gets a
instantly
rage off. If they don't find this silencer, the Alk's going to stun himself and then get bursted down by the Lifestealer. But a nice false promise. Miracle's still stuck in no man's land. He's going to go down, and a Cursed Crown on the silencer.
Oh, this is
He's
huge.
going to go down.
Can they get Earthshaker as well? They get a stun off over on Templar Assassin. He's
We
got
are
a
stuck
DD
on
though.
the left side of the fight. He's going to get slowed. Boxy's blink is being cancelled by the false.
Arcane Curse, yeah. Ooh, goes invis, but
No, he's going to go down. He's getting burned by the Radiance.
That's true.
And on the top right of the fight, Earthshaker's also going to go down to the Dark Willow. So 4. Oh,
Oh.
no.
What? Okay. Oh, gets the Spirit Siphon though. That's going to do it. Oh, that was kind of scary. Huge, huge win there for Alliance. Only losing the Oracle, actually.
Yeah.
Who got cleaned up probably by Weehaw. Yeah, that's probably why
He
Weehaw was out of
blinked in
position.
on the Oracle on the left side of the fight. And they were committed too far, I think. That was
a good timing by Alliance too, because they knew that Global Silence was down.
Good fight for them. Boxy getting some great initiations. Miracle's speed with his rage there was insane.
Yeah, he almost lived. They almost burst down the Alchemist, but Insania, nice position of his Oracle. Got the false promise off. The Oracle, the Alchemist was able to full heal off of it. Get a second stun on this Lifestealer, and then he went down.
Crow's trying to get as tanky as possible. Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's pretty farmed.
We're seeing that a lot from position 5, I think. The face boots, Buckler. Poppy did it first, but
I mean, a lot of times on some heroes like Silencer, like you don't really need to upgrade your boots. I feel like a lot of times, and Tranquil movement speed is not as busted as it used to be, right? So it's just a trade-off of what you need. And 6 armor, even though the movement speed is kind of crappy on ranged heroes, it's just it like bracers and phase boots on supports even is probably also busted. So maybe more players should do this. It's got
Are you
20
saying
int too.
that I should do to my pubs for free MMR?
Probably. As long as you don't need like arcane boots. Or Tranquil's really bad. Phase might be
Nice
better. There's
echo
Echo.
on Alchemist. They're not going to be able to get the false promise off. The Global Silence is going to cut him off, and Alk's just going to get chopped up.
It buys out instantly, so it doesn't lose any gold, but is going to be dead for 50 seconds. No buyback. That could give Liquid a moment here to go high ground mid, but will they? No exorcism.
No, they do have false promise up, and no global. They might try to back, check if Roche is up, which is not. Boxy also knows that. He relays the information to his team.
it's pretty cool how tight these teams play. So Liquid smoke because they knew that DP ulti was on cooldown. And before, Alliance smoke because they knew Global Silence was on cooldown. So it's pretty cool how like they play so tight and play with the pressure, play off the cooldowns.
It makes a big difference, right? Because if you run yourself into a bad fight, then completely changes the output of the game. A lot of Yuleses are picked up now in Alliance. They can actually fight in a global a little bit easier. Boxy in a position to go look for heroes, but they are running into darkness here. They have actually one ward on the cliff.
Alliance saw Miracle tipping bottom.
Call the Beastmaster. They're going to try to burst him down.
Oh,
a
great
nice silence on 2. Are they going to be able to kill him? Nice fuels. They're going to cancel the TP.
They want
take him out.
The rest are leaving.
Look at
bottom
bottom,
right.
Taiga got TA.
TA is going to be forced to BKB. If they hit him to cancel the blink, hit him. Nice hit. Oh, a
Oh,
call
the
on
call.
TA.
And a core.
The Death Prophet, Spirits, they're going to try to chop through the BKB solo.
Will
Blink
he
dagger,
make
1
it?
second.
1 second.
Nice fuels. If he gets the call to cancel the blink.
Nah, he can blink, he can blink.
Refraction preventing that, but
It is
the
following
brute.
him.
Does there
Fissure,
blink protection?
2 seconds.
No, the fissure's not going to be enough.
Oh, nice usage there by the ulti, and that's with the creep wave. That's a kill. GH doing everything he can with these fissures to make it hard to get these kills, but Man, what a great catch by
Boy
Taiga
was
there.
a little deep in.
Or is it Miracle that's deep in?
No, they're
That-
all gonna walk
That
over.
all started because Miracle showed bottom, and then Alliance is like, go, 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 let's catch Liquid, and that's what they did.
So that's why they did the 3-man smoke.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's all about the sharp timings, the sharp mistakes that the enemy team makes.
20% evasion now on the lifestealer. The nice thing though for Alliance is that the spirits don't get affected by evasion.
Yeah,
so
that helps.
he's able to just pop his ult, do a lot of physical damage to the lifestealer that normally would maybe get missed.
Yeah, that's a good point. They actually don't have that much right-click damage.
It's
Like
mostly just the Alchemist.
Yeah. And even then, I mean, he potentially might go unstable cooldown. Or unstable damage, sorry.
It's a good thing that we stored so much time too, because Roche was up. If he died easily, then Alliance would have just went Roche right after the
Yeah.
TA kill.
That's true.
Insani also knows Roche is up. Tries to deal the trap.
We have a
That
max
is an
duration.
interesting talent.
Do you ever?
Oh, I know. It's so he can sit in the backline on the trees
Mm-hmm.
and charge Fortune on himself. And he now has 3.5 second window
Now
Where to predict global
to protect
silence.
from global.
Liquid wants to play aggressive because they know DP doesn't have his ultimate.
Yo, they needed to de-ward this cliff spot. Oh,
Cool
good call.
on the Earthshaker.
There's
That
a
has
surprise in there.
Lifestealer. Oh,
Global
nice Eos dodge
silence.
with a stun.
There is a global silence.
BKB on the Alchemist is up. There's
There's
a global
global.
silence.
Uses
Make it-
BKB. He gets
Okay,
worth
just
though.
get ruled up when
He
he's
still has his
gonna-
BKB, he won't stun himself. But he does not stun the Lifestealer. There's
Good silence on 2.
TA
They're gonna
is
keep
getting
chasing
kind of
this
so
Lifestealer.
much.
Oh, Insane is going to false promise himself. He's going to live a long time.
Lifestealer
Miracle
gonna
on the
die.
top, going to go down. Krook in the bottom side of the fight goes down as well. Weeha's going to just try to hide in the trees, but they might have a detection. Any detection, Insania?
Oh,
nice
Insania
sentry
falls down the
directly
sentry.
on top of the Templar Assassin.
Oh, Insania read him so hard. I guess they assumed that maybe he would be caught or something. I'm surprised they bothered with the scent.
That was
I thought it was the next level
he was
juke, dude.
just on top of the hero. That he
Yeah.
knew exactly where he was.
That was crazy, dude. Weeha's like, dude, I'm gonna be on Reddit later. And he's like, oh no.
That the Dark Willow kind of went on the bottom side of the fight, was controlling the supports in it,
Okay.
and the TA spent 5 or 6 seconds trying to kill this Oracle, and then he got Fate's Edict, so he popped his BKB, and then the Oracle just ulted himself.
Yeah, and started pumping heals outright to
and
stay
he was
alive.
able to live, and now they're just gonna get a free Roche.
Do you think Miracle popped out at the right time? Because he waited a long time after Earthshaker got initiated on to jump out.
He was trying to wait till maybe one more hero to make it not obvious that he was infested. I think if
Gotcha.
a support like, or the Death Prophet or Willow or the Oracle kind of walked up closer towards him, he would pop out. But jumping this Elk, you can't kill the Elk.
Yeah, that's true. Especially once he has BKB, it would have been too hard.
The Elk just is a really fast hero right now. Whenever he pops his ult.
Liquid's gonna let him take the tier 2, it looks like. Solar Crest is up. BKB up next for Death Prophet. They do pop the glyph though. It's gonna make them think a little bit twice about it. Yeah, but when they see Miracle use that Midas like that, I'm sure they're gonna be comfortable. And Mickey's on the top lane, pushing
Gonna
things
have the
out.
Basher now finished. This guy is gonna hit really hard. Probably replacing the Soul Ring.
Let's see what he goes for his 20.
I think it's Cleave, right?
Yep, you're right.
Cleave.
Did go Cleave.
So I think he just went that concoction so that these early game fights that he'd be able to, accomplish more than he should.
It's a big difference, right? Like 16-second cooldown versus 9 in these early fights. Like
It's
you're
almost
gonna,
a 50% CDR.
you can like guarantee a 2 stuns minimum, but with the other talent or the other cooldown duration, it might not happen.
There's a smoke up. There's an infest on the GH life.
When they catch GH, that's what's gonna come down to.
They're
Does
going
he
to
get
use
his
the
blink?
axe, so he can't get a blink. A nice echo on the Auk and a global silence. He didn't get the false or the purge on the global, so Mickey's going to be able to BKB off the global, and Weehawk TP's in.
He gets ulti too. He's still got his Aegis as well.
Yeah,
Hit GH
Mickey's
down
going to heal up full HP.
instantly
Miracle on the
dying.
bottom side of the fight. Terrorize on 2. He's going to push them back. They're going to focus Miracle on the bottom side of the fight. Or is he going to focus down Koifa? Mickey's kind of alone. And Rage TB from Miracle. Mickey's cutting down the supports and the Beastmaster. That was a horrible fight for Liquid.
It was. I mean, the Echo Slam was cool. They used Global Silence, but again, it was all the focus on Alchemist, and he easily stayed alive.
And he had Aegis too. Even if they blew everything and killed his Archimist, he's gonna have Aegis.
Like, it was actually so simple for him to survive. Like, by the time he got they chain stun him, he gets BKB off, and then it's like, false promise, ulti. How are you going to get him?
We just TP'd right in front of the Auk. He has no BKB or a blink.
There's the blink, the Yules instantly.
They have detection for him. They drop the sentry. He's just going to get stunned and killed here.
They're limited on mana at least.
I don't think it matters.
Oh my
You don't
god.
need mana when you have right clicks.
Okay, so he goes down instantly, and now
He
that's
does have buyback.
a ton of space for Alliance. Did they get the 2 bounties on top? No, Weehawk did.
Yeah. He
get
did snipe the
those.
bounties.
Those are the top two, I guess.
They're gonna get the bottom 2 bounties on Alliance. He's
So-
gonna have Abyssal Blade now finished on the Elk. He didn't even have his Basher.
So is he just being greedy there? Like he got the top 2 bounties. He's like, dude, I'm gonna steal all their
Yeah.
bounties. Ends up dying for it instead. Gives him a 369 gold.
This
instead.
Elk has just gotten 6,000 gold that he didn't have in the last fight with his full Abyssal Blade purchase now.
That's crazy.
They won a fight and he just, half their net worth advantage wasn't even there.
Looks like Alliance wants to stay on top in terms of games won here at TI. Febby, what's your take on the game so far?
Well, it's going how I planned it. This Alchemist coupled with this Oracle is going to do a lot of damage. Liquid only has single target damages, so and Oracle feels pretty great against single target damages. Aside apart from the mid fight where TA used the Aegis really well, his positioning has been great. So yeah, aside from the mid fight where he got rolled first, he's been doing a really great job being at the back line, not seeing first.
So it's just better, superior positioning, and maybe easier to execute draft from Alliance?
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Any Alchemist draft I think right now is easier to execute. You never feel pressured.
Good
If you
splashes
pick
there.
a couple Ags heroes, like I think Death Prophet Ags is really good this game. Axe Ags is still really good. Even Oracle to save people with your ult. So anytime you have Alchemist and good Ags, you feel no pressure. The game goes 30, 40, 50 minutes, even an hour. You're gonna get pumping out Ags for your team. You're gonna increase your damage too. You're gonna scale well. Give yourself Moon Shard maybe. So I think this Alchemist game is easy to play mentally. I think.
Knowing that they're behind, Liquid wants to play to win. They're trying to pick up good fights as much as possible.
They saw Mickey TP top. Alliance needs to run right now as the smoke might catch this Boxy. A nice echo into a global. They're just going to kill him. But he's not going to care that much, I think. Insania tries to get the false promise, but they're not even going to care. He just TPs out.
Oh,
Koifa's going to BKB, walk away.
He wanted to row Death Prophet so bad, but the Yules came out and prevented it. Very safe escape from Koifa there, and that's ultimately not the worst.
It's definitely not the worst, yeah.
They did get a catch on the Boxy, but I think that's about 3 smokes in the last couple minutes, so I think Liquid's running out of smokes or is out of smokes. And that was their only game plan to win these fights. They smoke, they catch this Oracle, they blink Echo, the Alk, and they global at the same time, so they know the Oracle is not protecting himself. And they take a big fight, because this Alk is the one scary hero right now.
He's queuing up a Satanic afterwards, actually.
I think, so he's going to feel a little bad that he is low on attack speed right now, because his 10 talent. So, as you can see, his attack speed's a little low right now.
Yeah, but once it's 25,
Yeah.
he's going to be attacking like a madman anyways, right? So
Especially, I think, once he gets a Satanic, I believe he might look towards replacing his Radiance with a Mjolnir.
since he already has cleave,
He has
right?
a cleave, so he doesn't need the AoE as much. It scales better with attack speed and his hero, and since he attacks so fast, he procs a lot more. And also, being able to use the active on yourself, when there's all these different heroes attacking you, you get a lot of damage out done that way.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think Miracle is now purchased a Daedalus. I think
Yeah.
Liquid's game plan right now is they have to kill at least 2 heroes, I think, in the global. Maybe 1 is enough, but
Who's the most important? Do they try to nail the cores or just clean up sports?
Death
and then
Prophet is probably the most important for them to kill right now. And it's probably the hardest if the Oracle's alive.
So why is she most important? Just because of like silence is annoying once BKBs are gone, and
If the Lifestealer gets silenced, he's gonna get chased down. She has her ult does a lot right now. If she ever gets this Ags, I think she's kind of waiting right now for this Alchemist to give her an Ags. But once she gets an Ags, she does so much in the fights. She slows, she lifesteals from her spirits, and I think this Alk is important, but they can focus him down if his supporting cast isn't there.
How Liquid needs to fight is with vision. The Earthshaker and the Beastmaster needs to go on different targets. They need to go on the Axe and the Alchemist, respectively, and with the Global Silence, Oracle is not going to be able to use his ulti, and if one of them goes on the Axe, he's not going to be able to Lotus Orb and counter-initiate, and they have to kill the Alchemist within that timing.
Tia going for a Butterfly next to give some mischance for Elk, but I guess that's actually pretty useful here because he transitioned into Satanic, so now he's going to be missing a lot. It's preventing some heals.
Yeah. Boxy, I don't think we've talked about him much this game, but his axes are phenomenal, I think. He's been getting a lot of catches. He's 9-3 and 10.
Yeah.
He's been always catching this TA, this Lifestealer, even the Beastmaster a couple of times before Roar, and they even in the middle of fights, he's always like chasing and following up with his heroes. So I think he's being a real nuisance.
Yeah,
for
I think
Liquid.
this Lotus pickup is really big too. You just picked that item up like a few minutes ago. It's gonna be really great when Kuro Kick presses as a
X.
global.
Gotcha. Yeah,
he-
that's a good point.
He can use it on himself or even the Oracle.
That's why Liquid needs to go
Oh,
out
a nice
wave.
echo on the out. Oh, BKB'd. And a Satanic, but he's just going to walk away. A nice false promise on him. He has a
gonna be
basher on
full
Alk.
HP.
Bash him, bash him, bash.
Oh,
No
that was
bashes.
unlucky.
bash.
That was
But
4
Kuroki's
hits.
going to go down. Curse Crown on him. Silence on the Lifestealer, but I don't think they can catch him. He's so fast. He's going to walk away. They're going to... Oh, they're going to miss the Terrorize. They're going to try to catch up, but Blink's being cancelled by the...
Yo, this Satanic pickup was so freaking next level. Like, there's no way that he lives there if he doesn't have Satanic.
Yeah.
Because, like, typically Earthshaker does all 3 spells in a row, and the stun duration is, like, just enough. But as soon as he gets Satanic there, he had a tiny fraction of a
Where he
second.
got his BKB off.
Pops BKB, and then he just doesn't die anymore because he can Satanic and fight.
Yeah, that status resistance, it really tips off the Earthshaker players because the normal chain stun, like the muscle memory, he has to be played differently.
You have to almost, like, echo instant. Like,
Yeah,
use your
you
spells
gotta-
instantly.
You can't wait. You gotta instantly cast all your spares.
That could have been really bad, though, if Weehawk got bashed. I think that might have either forced Liquid into allowing him to die or even trying to take the fight.
You know, he was probably missing, too, actually, because he did have Butterfly there.
yes.
So
They
it
are
was
going
most
on the
likely
axe,
missing.
though.
Oh.
And force.
Okay. Catches him with Fissure and
Was
stuff.
he just farming the lane?
He was a bit cocky. He wanted to push mid lane into top push.
Oh.
but
He probably expected all of Liquid to be sitting top or something.
yeah.
One of those moments where you think they're going to be where you expect to go.
So Roshan is up, I believe. So I think another Aegis on either team is going to be a little more tippy than the net worth right now. Net worth's always going to be inflated with an Alk. So getting this Aegis, and yeah, Alliance knows the buyback from Axe. This is also an Ags, so it's really important for both teams.
Oh, but look how hard Miracle hits it.
Yeah,
It's gonna take it down.
gonna get everything. Doesn't get the Axe. The
Taiga's
Dark
in.
Willow?
Taiga tries to steal it.
Didn't get it.
Not successful this time.
Oh, he did. He
He
did
got
get
the
the Axe.
Oh, huge.
Nice
Oh.
two-man call on both. A stun only hits. Oh, it hits both. And then Silencer goes down. He buys back instantly, but Lifestealer's going to go down his first life. We are stuck in the middle of the fight. Mika's going to hit him down. Earthshaker's trapped in the pit.
No Echo Slam for the rest of the fight. Miracle running
Miracle's
for
going
his
to just
life.
TP out, but the Weehaw's also going to get caught on the top side of the fight. Double
Okay.
buyback from both supports of Liquid.
That was an Aegis drop, wasn't I? I just assumed, I was like, he decided to give Ags to Dark Willow out of everybody.
No.
But good steal. Yeah, now the Ag's being built up here. Huge fight.
Yeah, Mika, I think that's Mika's Axe that he's buying right now. So he's going to give that to the Death Prophet, most likely. The Dark Willow Axe is really not spectacular right now. He has no attack speed. If once he gets 25, if he chooses to go the attack speed talent, which he might be more inclined to now that he has an Axe, he can start doing some serious right clicks in the fight. But overall, really good fight. That was a nice call from Boxy. Caught the Silencer and the Lifestealer, and they were both close enough to him that the stun hit both the heroes from the Alchemist.
Well, if I did receive the axe, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're going to try to push right now, force this buyback from the TA. This Alk is so strong right now. He's level 25. He has the low BAT from his ult. They could also just wait until this Death Prophet ult is off cooldown. They might not feel the need to force right now. They're in a comfortable position. They're up 20,000 gold. When you're playing Dota and you're in this position where you just want a Roche fight, they got the Aegis and the cheese. You only had to use one buy. They use multiple buys. And you have some big ult, like Exorcism, that you want to wait. You just kind of... Someone tries to usually say, take a deep breath, guys. Let's just chill. We're going to win this game if we don't do anything crazy. And I think probably someone on Alliance is kind of telling their team to just chill. You know, don't do anything crazy, Boxy. Don't try to push out mid again. And this game is looking to be in Alliance's bag right now.
Is this the part of the game where you start thinking about oh, never mind, instant initiation on Boxy? That's their dieback, so he's going to be dead for a long time. But on the bright side, there's no Roshan up, so Liquid can possibly pressure Rex, but that's about the only advantage they can get here.
So apparently, Gunnar, somebody wasn't telling Boxy to,
To not push out
not
mid.
push mid.
Yeah, and they also might get a +1 on this Oracle. They do see him with the Sentry on the hill. And I don't think he's going to false promise himself. He has no TP anyway, so he's going to try to delay for half a second.
Axe has no buyback. This could be a window here.
Yeah. Oracle does have buy, so he's probably going to have to buy. Mickey does as well. 2 Siege Creeps pushing down the mid lane. They might have to give up a Rex. I don't know. Mickey's really confident to fight.
Miracle does hit really hard though.
explosive.
So he
Got
also has a
now.
heart.
Yeah.
So, though, from my understanding of how heart works, increases all regen you get. So his feast is now 50% stronger for his healing, and his open wounds is now 50% stronger. So he just heals up a massive amount every time he hits.
So actually killing him is going to be hard. The head-to-head fight will be Miracle favorite in most cases, unless he's stunned.
Unless he gets probably he needs an MKB on the Alk to be able to man fight both of them.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Is that the item he replaces Radiance with, most likely?
I think you still want the Mjolnir because of the attack speed. It also gives you like a pseudo, evasion pierce.
Radiance is so good against Earthshaker and TA as well, though.
Yeah.
It feels really hard to pass it up.
The Mjolnir is also good against TA.
Yeah, but like
it's not as good.
Stops Blink Dagger constantly, even if you're not getting damaged. It just feels hard to give up to me.
Yeah, I think he needs an item to man fight the Lifestealer, such as MKB,
Yeah.
Bloodthorn, or like even evasion on himself too, because Lifestealer doesn't have a evasion pierce.
What do you think about this? He's queuing up getting a Moon Shard for himself before buying another Axe for his teammates. Do you think that's a mistake, potentially?
No, I think the Moon Shard is a lot of value on him. His BAT goes down to, I think, 0.9 with the talent on Chemical Rage.
Uh-huh.
So
it's just worth like having him be the guy that tries to carry the game, more or less.
A lot of the times, the cost is comparable, right? It's 4K gold to 4.2K to give an Axe. But he's the hero that he needs to win the game for his team. I don't think an Axe on Axe or Oracle is going to change the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Taiga already has one too, so.
This can be big. Miracle is not here if Alliance chooses to jump on them.
They're doing the huge wraparound. Tricamp is likely where the Dire team stands here while they siege the enemy base, but they're not defending their towers, so it's very obvious they're
right
smoked.
here with the call. Nice blink call, or blink dodge from the Templar Assassin, but the Lotus duels on the Beastmaster.
Can they
He's
catch
gonna get
him?
rooted out. Are they going to be able to catch the Beastmaster? I think he's...
They're stalling time for Miracle to run over.
He is pretty nice Echo, but the and is from Axe. He's going to get a nice call on the Lifestealer.
McKay's in there too, right-click in the TA, he's about half
He does have a cheese,
HP.
he pops the cheese, but he's going to get terrorized back. He's going to go down to the Alk, I think. There's no way they have to save him. Mind Control's going down on the right side to Taiga.
Okay, they're cleaning up.
Miracle's getting
Called by the
controlled
Axe on the
so
top
much.
side of the fight.
Can he
Oh,
get
dude,
out?
he can't get out.
He's
There's
got
no way he's gonna
Roar.
get bashed.
There's Roar TP. Can't get bashed.
He's
Can't
gonna
get bashed.
No bashes.
Really?
Wow, even with that 25 talent.
He's got 20% evasion, but yeah, that was pretty little unlucky.
There's no buyback on the Earthshaker or Echo.
I mean, that's the best thing they can hope for here. It's like, okay, we didn't also lose Lifestealer.
Yeah.
No 1v5 Rampage moment here, but he stayed alive. Now the buybacks will come as they want to keep their Rax advantage up. Tier 3 is looking likely to fall, and there's Death Prophet ulti. Good call. Pulls him back.
They're gonna try to
Abyssal
burst him
next.
through this rage. This rage is going to end soon, but he just jumps into creep. Mekkai's going to be able to stun that.
Jumps out the. Ooh, is this too early maybe?
There is no
Nice
rage.
call. The T is going to buy back. The Lifestealer does have his buyback, so he's going to be forced to buy back soon if they want to defend the Rax. But they might try to hold it without him.
Kuroki is raiding bottom though, guys. He is raiding bottom.
Okay, good for him. Let's go back to the mid
But,
lane. Oh,
but his team is being ratted at their ancient. Mekkei is just beating down buildings. Miracle's going to be forced to buy back.
they're doing it, dude. They know Mega Creeps is not their win condition. Straight for the throne. You can't stop that.
The exorcism is out.
Mekkei
they need to get out, but Boxy's going to get roared on the left side of the fight. He's going to Abyssal the Lifestealer. A stun on the TA. The TA is going to get bursted down. The TA. Oh.
That's Lifestealer's second dieback here. Now TA as well, and it looks like Alliance is going to be able to take the win this game, most likely. Throne exposed, and they get the slaps in.
Alliance realizes the win condition, just goes straight for drone.
No Mega.
Megas are bad.